of being scared, not having a lot of confidence, and I think that's a normal thing that happens to the general people just by spending time there. That's just what happens. But to get them out of that and to get them thinking about not only perfecting their resumes and all those needed things, but to have a plan from day number 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, so that they don't walk out the door with all these fantastic things in their hand, but don't know how they're going to use them.
The reality that these women are going to have to deal with now when they get out is the fact that on nearly all job applications they ask, have you ever been convicted of a crime? And one of the most important aspects that they go through in the class is developing a conviction speech. And as awkward as that is, it is their story and theirs alone. So they have to develop that story that we can help shape and formulate into a manner that's a little more accepting to someone that doesn't know it.
Okay.
You were convicted, and this is what it was caused by, and these are the changes that I've made.
I made some mistakes in my past, and I can't change that. But what I can change is my future. And while I was incarcerated, I took a reemployment training class, which I got a certificate of completion and also one for perfect attendance. And if you take a chance on me, I won't let you down and I won't let myself down.
Good.
In my past, I have made some poor choices during my battles with drug addiction. I committed a crime that did cause me to go to prison and do a little bit of time. I have control now, and I know that I won't let you down if you hurt me.
Right.
I feel that I'm very dependable and reliable today. And I think that if you took the opportunity to hire me, I can show you that I can be successful for your company. And I appreciate your time for letting me explain about this issue.
Good.
I believe that I could be an asset to your company if you would be willing to give me the opportunity and the chance to prove my worth.
Good.
I've been working on my attitude out there, with other people around me, and I've been talking about my family, and I can just see how I want to just be organized and be ready for when I get out.
Seeing the smiles on the women's faces and the confidence that they were gaining, especially when they were talking about their crime in detail and talking to the employer. I don't think I could have ever done that. And to see them do it confidently, to talk about it, it was very heartwarming for me.
I feel like I have a lot more confidence. There's a lot of trust that was instilled in me by Mr. Moss and in the village and the Rotarians. And I think that it made me sit up a little straighter and feel a little bit more alive, like I was somebody.
Every single woman in our class wholeheartedly wants to listen and wants to be a part of class. It's really pretty miraculous how excited people get. We're not the only teachers, which was another surprising thing about teaching the class, is that we're all kind of teaching each other.
I had really no idea as to what I would get out of the program, but after this first 6-week period, I can honestly say that it's been much more personally rewarding for me than probably it was for the women. It really has changed my behavior and my attitude towards those that are in prison, and I'm going to do as much as I can to make sure that they have success on the outside.
Christina is one of the first class graduates to be released and find work. She describes being a student in the course.
I was kind of skeptical about it at first, but I also went in with an open mind. It was finally nice to hear that somebody cared. For them to say we believe in you, and not just to send us out on the streets and say, you'll be back. It doesn't matter. No matter what you do. We didn't get that sense from them. Just press forward, be diligent, and you can do it.
Buck Freimeyer and Kevin Moss describe how they found mutual pleasure and respect in working to develop the best possible course for the benefit of the women soon to be released from the prison.
We've worked with a number of staff from the Washington Correction Center for Women, and they've been delightful to work with. We've got a very good working relationship.
I think that the Rotarians that initiated this program have done an excellent job. I've told them in the past that I think it's one of the best offender change programs that we've had. It's extremely necessary for the offenders to be involved in.
This is a class that I believe everybody in there should take.
I've been with the agency almost 14 years, and I've seen what employment can do for an offender, giving them confidence.
Word gets around within the prison. You do a good job, they believe you, they tell all the rest of them. These are good people, you can trust these people, and every class has been better since then. They come in the first day, they trust, they look at you, you can tell. There's no obstacles. They don't sit there for 2 or 3 classes and look at you like, well, what's your purpose and what are you really doing here?
We'll have some of the other volunteers come up to us and ask us, hey, what's going on in your program? You know, we're hearing a lot of feedback from people in our class. There's a lot of buzz going on about this re-entry program. What is it that you guys are doing? Because it seems like the women are very motivated and excited.
I can't express enough the value that I have in this program.
There is a hype in the prison about going to this class and being a part of it, which is so cool because there's a hype in the prison about getting careers and getting jobs and living a straight life. You know, it's no longer cool to live the bad life. I mean, there's excitement.
After an apparently strong success with the first few classes, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next for this vital program? Where do we go from here?
That's what we worry about as these great programs come in here, and yeah, they can be beneficial to the inmates that are in here, but that's the question, what is the longevity?
One of the issues moving forward is going to be maintaining the continuity of the program.
I can remember one of the meetings we had with Kevin within the prison. He looked at Hillary and myself and he said, you know, I've seen a lot of these classes come into the prison. They were great ideas, but they didn't have the manpower and they go away.
We pair some of the outside facilitators, be it Rotarians or not, with some of the inmates that are also facilitators so that we can maintain the same overall enthusiasm that the program has for itself right now. So we're really determined to try to bring in the right type of person to help the program survive and flourish moving forward.
I've seen it go from a spot that I really didn't think it was going to succeed to a spot where we are now. We've completed 3 6-week classes. We've got 2 more scheduled before the end of the year.
Those who are not Rotarians can help us in several ways. We need mentors to mentor offenders after they're released. We're looking for those who can communicate with offenders in terms of being pen pals before they're released and after they're released.
We came up with an idea at the request of the inmates in the class because we asked them, what's important to you? What else can we do for you? And they said, you know, we want to go to school.
Those who enroll in higher education or continuing education of almost any kind, community college, university, trade school, the recidivism rate goes way down. We were very fortunate in that recently we were awarded $10,000 from the Gig Harbor Rotary Foundation.
They gave us seed money of $10,000 to start this program.
We're creating an endowment fund to be able to give scholarships.
The idea is that we would give scholarships to only the ladies that attend our class and graduate successfully. But that's not just going to help the people in Gig Harbor, that's going to help the whole state of Washington.
I think it's going to expand and grow and be much like a snowball and get so big we aren't going to even know how to contain it.
It's going to be great. A lot of people are going to be helped and a lot of people are going to, their lives are going to be changed.
Is there a better way to spend 6 weeks of your life than changing 25 lives?
And I wanted to say thank you to all of them.